do excessive cardio 6 times a week, and I.
Hey y'all, hey Shelby. Hello. Thank you. Hey, good goddess.
Baby said she love me, she'll do anything for me. She ain't used to smoke, now got her smoking on up on the street. She say you a real stepper, real nigga, money getter. And the way you hit this pussy, I swear ain't man another killer. Nigga play with me, these bullets will hit him, gon' make him shiver. He get on deck, swimming in the fucking coast of swimmer.
What's up, y'all? Free Silk AFNF. So my son he's okay. Under the circumstances. He'll be here sooner than they think. So I came on here tonight, yesterday. I want to say congratulations to DC Decades. My bruh Mustafa and my sis Yvette. They are doing a wonderful job. So now they have a podcast, and I will be featured on this soon. We just haven't sat down and talked about what's going to go down, but I'll be on there. Last night I attended their Mustafa's celebration party. So a lot of people know I don't really go out. So when people see me, they be like, she actually was outside. So I actually was outside. I had a very nice time. It was nice. You know, I always go out and see somebody that I haven't seen in years. And I ran into somebody that I hadn't seen since I was like 17, 18 years old. And he recognized me, but I did not recognize him. And I went through a little chain about it, but we got it together. So I will know what he looks like now when I see him again. And I seen some females I hadn't seen in a long time. And it was just nice. You know, I like to, if I do go out, I like to go out and be in an environment where I'm okay. And the people are cool. And, you know, shit is just cool. Not a whole bunch of drama or where I feel I'm about to bust somebody in their motherfucking face or whatever the case may be. So, at the end of the day, until somebody, I'ma hold that, the bullshit continues. I don't want nobody to ever think that, you know, I'm going to always, even when my son's released, feel some type of way about my son being snitched on and how he ended up in prison. So I wanted to express that to people because I have not forgotten, and I won't. I don't know why. I should have got some water. However, it states, let me see if I can get me some water, y'all. I'm going to turn it around. Hold on. Okay. So it's still instilled in me, and it's going to be forever. So no matter what my son was doing, who he was involved with, he didn't walk himself to prison. And he got snitched on by the internet. I'll address this. Thank y'all for reaching out to me. And, I know when y'all see certain things online, it's like, oh, I wanted to distortion see it. Thanks for sending it to me. The majority of the time, I don't see it because those people are irrelevant to me and I don't watch the bullshit. Nobody except for people that we know and people that are close to him. Some people we don't. Some people I don't know. Some people I do. It's really rooting for Nkosi WP to get out of prison. So when people see things and they be like, oh, this and that, it's bull. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because if somebody really was rooting for him to get out or wanting for him to get out, they would keep his name, keep the lies, the fake stories, the bullshit offline. So it's bullshit. And I think everybody should know by now who he affiliates himself with, who he doesn't. So that's also bullshit. And my thing, I had to explain to a person in prison this morning, because I will enlighten you to tell you that a lot of the prisons now, they have certain tablets, they have certain ways that they can see the internet and they can watch. And some people don't know who's watching them from prison. So I had to explain to them, like, I've never seen or witnessed so much dick riding, so much undermining, so much till, we can do a cover up. Everybody can. You can do something to somebody and you can cover it up. This shit is not even being covered up. This shit is like being flat forward in everybody's face. And right now, by now, everybody knows what's going on. And for me, that's the bad part, because I feel like everybody shouldn't be involved. Everybody should not know what's going on. But since, this is the way they try to play shit, it is what it is. Also, when you're dealing with, and these last couple of weeks, I haven't been on here in a while. These last couple of weeks, I've been going through things. I've been addressed with things. I've addressed a lot of issues and situations. I've been recognized. Well, I've been put in a position to acknowledge and recognize paperwork, court documents, how shit is ran, how shit's supposed to be ran, what is being said, what shouldn't be said. So when you have vicious, conniving, no life people that literally take and go and make fake documents, fake paperwork, and signing people's names to that shit is serious. It's serious. And I'm going to say this to anybody that's on my live or wherever you are in this world. If you have family members, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, even if you have a close friend that is in prison and they're asking you to help them and they send you their paperwork, I mean, no letters, like their actual documents, I'm going to ask you, if you're not going to help them, send them their shit back. Send it back. See, people they think that it's comfortable because so much fake shit is on the internet where you can be able to transfer this and put this in motion and put that over here and sign these people's names to that shit. I'm going to tell you right now, that shit is dangerous. And you're not going to get away with it. It's going to bite you in your ass. I would never, as long as I continue to breathe, take somebody's court case and try to fuck over them in that way. Ever. Ever. So I'm telling you all, guard your people's paperwork. Don't give out your people's paperwork to anybody just because they say, shit, I can take it, I can help them. Or give me their case number. I can look that shit up and help them. These motherfuckers are terrible. Terrible. And I look and I had to sit back and I said to the person, I said, what do you really think this shit is all over? You know what they said to me? Which is true. They said, Astocia, you don't just wake up and want to harm and do something like that to somebody. That shit has been deriving the whole time. And that's true. So I went to the imam and I asked them, imam and his wife, and they gave me a list of things that I need to do, and I'm going to follow that list. I'm not getting online arguing with these motherfucking morons and these low-life people that's living off the internet and want to make coyote dollars. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do it a different way. And a lot of shit, I said on that letter, this is the beginning. That's not the beginning for real. A lot of shit I have done that's going to come into play how I want it to. I don't give a fuck who you are. They're not going to get away with it. My son was the last straw, and I meant that from the bottom of my fucking heart. That was the last straw. So if y'all think that I just spaz out and I don't be thinking about it no more, please don't misconstrue me. Don't ever misconstrue me. So what I'm saying, I'm going to say this again. Except for certain organizations, you know, y'all know the organization. I don't have to call their names out. They do be trying. They be trying. But you have to understand, these motherfuckers are haters by heart. Everybody wants to be connected. And then when you know you're not connected, you go and you try to incriminate a person because you feel you have the leverage because you're out here and there and there. You have no motherfucking leverage. You have no rights. Because at the end of the day, the table is going to turn. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but it's going to turn. Those people are going to be looking down on you soon. I don't understand. I don't play this thing where let me play 50. And these old, dirty, rotten, corroded motherfuckers that been in prison for years and years and years and years, they have no good in their blood. Everyone they come across, they're going to cross you. Because their mentality is prison mentality. In prison, you have to learn the survival game. So when they're out here, they're not at peace. That's why they talk this shit, run their mouth and say this and say this. Why not tell a real story about how them, they, and them got out of prison? If you pay attention, it's never been brought up. It's never been discussed because you would only want to know. As I said, I've been going places, I've been asking, and people have been like, look, we're going to help this lady out. Here you go. I've seen more motherfucking paperwork, statements, motherfuckers getting out of prison. And the thing about the snitching shit is, let me say this. I don't give a fuck how bad you want to go home. You knew that you was going to want to go home when you committed the crime with another person. You knew that. So to go in prison and take another person's life or to snitch on another person and get them 20 and 30 years so you could go home, fuck that. Then stay your ass in your lane and mind your business. If you can't stand the motherfucking heat, don't fry up in the kitchen. Because that bitch gets hot. This is why I never committed a crime with another motherfucker. I had one charge with somebody. Was I mad? As fuck. But I knew I was going to beat it though. But I would never commit any crimes with anybody. Less of the safe for them to tell on me, because I'm going to tell on myself. So, people had this mindset with them that they want to play games with other people's lives. You are going to burn in hell. Leave motherfuckers alone. Leave people at peace. Leave them be. Keep their names out of your fucking mouth. But these motherfuckers, they can't do it. And inshallah, there was a time, and I know him personally, and no, he's not Nkosi. He's a whole different person. And he's fighting to get out. And eventually, he's going to have 2 more years left. But there was a time when this dude did not play. You said his name out your mouth and he would cut your fucking tongue out. And I went back through his paperwork, and when some of the shit that I saw, I was like, my eyes are fucking deceiving me. See, this is the wrong Earl when niggas just walking around here thinking their tongues are supposed to be flapping like the fuck they do. They're not. So I'd rather be with and be around the real people. And I'm not saying nobody should be harmed in no type of way. But when you run in your motherfucking mouth and you continuously run your mouth, and then when you run in your mouth, you're lying and adding shit. DC jail back in the day did not put juveniles with adults. They were separated. DC jail today, they have it segregated over that motherfucker. The old dudes are with the older dudes. The middle class is with the middle class, and the youngins is with the youngins. Now, you may have a few or a couple that's out of order, but that's the initial thing over there. The feds don't do that. They throw them all together. Back in the day, there was not, and I'm not going to say this boy's name, But they put him in a fucking cell over DC jail with the adults. And they had a hell of a lawsuit. A hell of a lawsuit. He was fucking 14 years old. But the officer made a mistake. He didn't look in the cell, and this bullshit to me, he knew exactly what he was doing. So when you hear these stories, man, like you gotta be smart. Fuck the internet. These people on the internet are fake, they fraud, these people have no lives, and some people are hyped by this shit. I'm not. If I'm on it, I'm on it. This is not my life. I'm not hyped by the internet. I live in the real world. I can go in Southeast and actually sit down in a restaurant and not look over my head. I don't have to run to my car or walk fast looking backwards. There's a restaurant on Good Hope Road. What is that called? Everybody should know. I forgot the name. I was in it. Oh, they know I haven't visited the Go-Go Museum. I may not go in there. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But I was in there. And the young dudes was in there. They was in the motherfucking gambling, shooting dice right at the table. And I'm looking like, okay, mind my business. But for me to say that, I'm not afraid. Nobody is looking for me because I'm talking shit on the internet. No one. I'm not afraid to go places and stand outside. I ain't got to go in there and let me hurry up and get my food. Let me hurry up and get it and run back to my car. I can walk where I want without looking back. I sleep peacefully. So, sometimes, y'all, you got to stop entertaining the bullshit, because that's what it is. You got to stop entertaining the lies of others, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, when I went to prison, they said you can be anybody you want to be in prison. You could be motherfucking Malcolm X. You can be the orange head motherfucker. You can be anybody you want to be in prison. Until a bitch or a nigga get up and get on their phone and they call somebody and say, do you know so-and-so? Where you know him from? Well, who are he from? Is he connected to these people? Do so-and-so got kids by these people? Is that so-and-so's son? This, that, and the other. And that's what recognizes a nigga in jail. I was asked by a young dude the other day. He said, Astoria. He called me Miss Astoria. He said, Miss Astoria, what has these motherfuckers done on the street that they hop on the internet and start talking? And I told him, sweetheart, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have not put one piece of fucking work in on DC streets. I ain't gave nobody a fucking umbrella, a grant, or nothing. Got them a job, nothing. They have done nothing but been burnt out dolphins, crackheads, junkies, and what the fuck ever, liars about charges, and that's it. That's it. Please learn to recognize when you have somebody who is very highlighted in any state, their name ring bells. Niggas in prison, a lot of niggas in prison, they have nothing. They're no one. So when it's time to come home, I gotta use somebody to say that I was around this person, you know, I did my time with this person, I can elaborate. That's gonna make me look good, because I can use that person to back me up. And society, these motherfuckers so dumb, they're looking so. Well, if so-and-so was affiliated with them, he must be a good dude. You's a good goddamn fool. And when you in prison, it's a rat-a-tat thing about going home. Niggas want to go home. One day, someday, if not that day. And it goes on and on and on and on. So you have what they call jail lawyers and jail attorneys. Some of them motherfuckers, they good as shit. They so good, they do help get inmates out. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm saying an inmate who is in custody, state, federal, whatever. I'm not saying no motherfucker who comes to the street running, I'm going to help them get out, this, that, and that. I'm not saying that. I'm specifically saying an inmate, may they be man or woman, that is in federal prison, in state prison, any prison, that has really went to the library and sat down and studied the law, and they can help you write your shit up to go home. It's a 50-50 chance. 50% it works, 50% it does not. But when you filing fake shit on people, that's a whole nother level. You dirty, grimy motherfucker, you're going to hell. And you're going to burn in it. Make no mistake, probably already burning in hell. Just trying to live through the days they got left. So, when men and women are in prison, you're doing, because I did it, you're doing everything to try to see if you can get your time lesser. You can go home. You can do this. You can do that. So when I was in prison, I was looking around, looking through my stuff. I think I said this before. They were telling me if you travel around, you go to different prisons, you have programs that can help you. That's a lie. Not for the women, but the men do. The men, they literally do. They have little classes they can take that take 3 months off their sentence, 2 months off their sentence. Though for the women, we don't. So I have a panel that I'm going to soon, and I'm going to address that with them. I don't know if I'll be able to record it or whatever, but if I win something from it or whatever, I'll probably post it. So, when a person is in prison for how much ever time, they understand it now, but when it was first coming up, the internet, they didn't understand that. And several prisons like Lewisburg, Florence, Colorado Supermax, the one in Cali and Big Sandy and all them, they do not allow their inmates to mess around with the internet. At ADX, you're not even supposed to be affiliated with people who are on the internet because it's a disturbance. And what I mean by disturbance, like it upsets, like the person who is being spoke about on the internet, if the other people in there start hearing it, it causes a ruckus. So they don't want that in their prison. So you're not supposed to be even indulging, like I said, with people who's on the internet. And I had the paper from it. I can't seem to find it, but I'm going to try to get it from the BOP because I think they have it. And then I will share it with you all what it says on it. Be a little bit more smarter. Be a little bit more leery. Watch yourself in these streets because these motherfuckers in DC, wherever you are, a lot of people, man, they not your friends. They just want, and it happens to the jailmen also. They just want to grin with you, be up under you so they can get in your business or try to know something about you so they can use it to their advantage. Know your surroundings with people. This internet, and I got this from an internet person, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Some of these pages on the internet are guarded by the government. So you figure that one out. They are guarded by the government. There's no way that YouTube has their rules, Instagram has their rules, Facebook has their rules, and all the motherfucking rules are being broken. It's no way. It's no way. And it's not hard to figure out. It's not hard. This is not rocket science shit. This is intelligent shit. Be aware. You rolling with somebody, motherfucking lashes, I be trying not to pull them out, but I be done pull these shits out. You rolling with somebody, excuse me. You rolling with somebody, make sure that you know that person, man. You know a lot of dudes, and for me, I'm happy for them. I am. They are seeing everything that I told them before they got here. Hold on, y'all. They're seeing everything that I have told them over the years. They're seeing it, and they're like, shit can't happen. Do not trust these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. Unless you've been with somebody or been around somebody and you really, really know that these people are gaming for you. Like, whatever you do, they with it. Yeah. You do that so you can come off. You do this so you can come off. Do not trust these motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, don't. And I had to express that to them. Don't let these motherfuckers know how you eat and sleep in this shit. If you putting it on Facebook, that's all you giving them. I'm dead ass serious. I had to stop somebody today, and I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not worth it. Not to that nigga, but if you're going to do it to another nigga, which was fucked up for me to say, but I said it. I said, don't do that to that one. If you're going to do it to, you need to do it over this way. And I gave him a name, some lists. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit just can be avoided. But do not tell these motherfuckers how you shit, breathe, and eat. I'm telling you. In D.C., this is not friends are my friends are my friends. Please believe me. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care how much they bunch up and go to parties or whatever. It's always somebody out that motherfucking group that wants something that you have. These niggas are not to be trusted. If a nigga is rolling with a rat, he's not to be trusted. He's going to do anything. And I'm going to say this, and I know people going to be like, she never said that before. You know, with the rat that's dead. One thing he said to me after he offered me that money, he was like, for some reason, I was never able to get to you. Never. I ain't look at that motherfucker. I wouldn't get in a car with his ass. I wouldn't ride around the corner with his ass. None of that. So when he came home, I wasn't feeling peachy. Definitely got to be careful. That's why I move exactly. I was not peachy with his ass. So when he came home, he tried it. And I told everybody already how he was in my inbox. No, fuck you. But some people, they feel the need to go lay up with him, sleep with him. But these motherfuckers run around town and talk about, I'm grinning with a rat lover. when you grinning with a bitch who slept with the rat lover and been dealing with the rat lover the whole time. But that's going to be a subject for my magazine, because I'm going to tear their ass up respectfully and nicely, because I had enough. I had enough. So since everybody wants to really hear what I have to say, watch how this goes down. People of this era, fuck the generation. This era is fucked up. And you have a lot of good people out here. Like that party I went to, it was a lot of good people in there, but they have no clue. Because they're not around that type of shit, not understanding. But even though the fact that you're not around it, it can still happen to you. Be aware. Some motherfuckers you can't take to your house. Some motherfuckers you can't let them know you got a bank account out this bitch. Some motherfuckers you cannot even integrate with or involve yourself with. They are sitting up here. And it's not only him. I thought it was only him. It's not. Several of them. Because they scared. The worst thing you could do is be scared of a motherfucker. You can put on a show all the fuck you want. You're scared. And I know they're scared. Men respect men, and men don't respect nothing about cheese, and they'll do just about anything for the cheese. Exactly. So I explained it to my son. I explained it to my nephews, because they are in a roar. A lot of people are about what happened to my son. And as I said on here, I will never fucking forget it. So don't ever think I'm going to push that under the rug. Nah. When you have a mentally disturbed, psychotic motherfucker, or whatever you want to call it, that is literally scared of others. In their hearts, they can, I don't give a fuck how much they get on social media and, yeah, and I got this story and I'm telling this, and this. Them motherfuckers is scared. They're scared. So when you see a person keep trying to dig a hole for another person, you have to sit back and ask yourself, what the fuck is wrong with this person? What is all this about? Let these people go. Leave them alone. But see, what they fail to realize is, when you got underground railroad shit that can run for you, you can talk all the fuck you want. You can jump online and sing many birds. You're not going to stop shit from happening that's supposed to happen. So if those people that are in prison supposed to go to court, they're supposed to win their appeals, they're supposed to be out of prison, it's going to happen. So you scared motherfuckers need to ball up and go ahead the fuck on. The prison said it as plain as they could say it. They're tired of it. The people in prison tired of it. The people on the street tired. And a lot of people don't speak up. And thanks, bro, for speaking up today. I love you for that. A lot of people do not speak up. They'll call me and they'll tell me, or they'll inbox me. And I understand that, because a lot of people don't have time for that shit. They don't have time to keep getting into it with a motherfucker that has nothing. They don't have time for that. And I consider myself not having time for it either anymore. It's useless, it's worthless. And I am wasting my breath on better shit. But a pen and a paper is not going to hurt anybody or to address it accordingly. And that's when you're playing with rats on the internet and their pages are clocked. When their pages are locked in with them people, you ain't going to win there, and I know it. So, you have to be careful. A lot of these little youngers that's over the jail, they done got locked up off the fucking internet. Not because they ran into the police and the shit just happened. Because motherfuckers feel as though this is free willy tongue around this motherfucker. You get on the internet and start telling everybody business. It's not. And like I said, my homie, I knew he could, because he cut a nigga tongue out his mouth. That's how he got in prison. For going and selling his motherfucking sales. What he was bringing back from another state. And this dumbass nigga, instead of him just shut up, he go to another nigga and the nigga asked him, you not gonna question me about nobody. I ain't got shit to say. So when they go lying on me, she online running her mouth. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm talking about me and what the fuck is going on. Running my mouth is telling somebody's charges. Telling the case, period. Dry snitching on them. Bringing up all these motherfucking stories that don't need to be told because people trying to get out. And if they not trying to get out, they in there. They don't want to be represented online with all that bullshit. Because it does nothing but bring harm and negativity to them. You online bringing up all these old ass stories, all this shit that was supposed to be done centuries ago. Who gives a fuck? Them people in there probably trying to live the rest of their best jail days out. They don't want motherfuckers in society to know their name. They don't want them to know that they did this to somebody over here and did that to somebody over here. What the fuck is going on around here? And I'm not the only one. I'm just expressing it now. Because a lot of niggas that's coming home from jail, they was like, what? We're not going to that motherfucking internet. All the internet is doing is helping niggas be charged. Incriminating them more. Putting more shit on them that does not need to be put on. Giving out information that the police never fucking knew. So if me and you in a cell and you go down on the tier and you take 8-9 bitches' bags, we in there, we done took the bags apart. You done gave me what you gonna give me. You got what you got. And I come home and I get on the internet and I say, blase shit. She took the motherfucking bags and gave me the bags. What is that doing? I'm out, but you still in. Use common sense, my people. This is the world we live in. Use common sense. When the fucking police see that shit, the feds or whoever, you think they not going to go and look that shit up? Well, let me see what was in. Let me go over here and see what was in the jacket. What was written? Did they put in a slip on them, or did they go to the shoe? What happened? Now, bitch, I'm on the street. Unless I'm a motherfucking rat and I can get myself out of that, you don't think they can come and snatch me up for that? If a motherfucker put a blade in another motherfucker and I'm on the street and my name and her name and his name, we all on the internet for blading a motherfucker up, do you honestly think they can't come and get? That's a fucking lie if you think so. Go look it up. Because the same person that got that blade in them, they can ask for that shit to happen. So these people get on the internet and they run their bitch ass mouth talking all this shit, man. The shit is sickening. It's degrading, it's disrespectful, it's unacceptable, and fuck it. When you having a conversation, leave other people's names out your fucking mouth, out of their conversation. What's so hard about that? But you know what's hard about that? Because they feel if they keep doing it, it's doing nothing but putting more shit on that person and holding them in there. Free who? Come on, man. Y'all don't, I have not said nothing. And I'm not saying nothing. And when I do say something, it's positive. You know how many motherfucking jail stories I do know on several people? But do you think I'm going to get on this internet and start talking about, yeah, so-and-so called me and they said, oh yeah, and when I was down there, they sent me a kite and they said that so-and-so did. What? I want them niggas to come home. So you got to pay attention, y'all. That's all I can say. Pay attention. Pay attention. Be attentive to what the fuck is going on. You got a lot of niggas on the street, they be like, who? And they not playing. They not playing. And them niggas know not to say they motherfucking name. Make it make sense. So when you feel like you got a person that can't directly get on the phone and call you because all the fucking phone calls is recorded and the feds figure out what they want to figure out. I know another dude. And I'm not telling his business. I'm talking about how this shit goes down. He on the phone. He calling, coding like a motherfucker. And I'm not going to say why he was coding because that's dry snitching. But he was coding. And he never once thought that them motherfuckers was going to ever pick up. Time to go home. And what did they tell him? He went across the yard with all his shit to go home. You can go back to your cell because we just got some paperwork. Did 40 years to the door. 3940. And time to go, he got turned around. Sat in that motherfucker for 5 more years. Who wants to do that? All because he was coding. Then he had a nigga jump on the internet and say his name. When he went to court, they had a packet for his ass with everything in there from the beginning to the end. So they say prison is different. Prison is different. Prison ain't the same. Prison is just like the streets when it comes to the motherfucking crimes. You get charged in prison for a crime you doing there just like you get charged on the street. Sometimes they put all that shit together because they watch your visits, they listen to your phone calls, and they see how you moving. So it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. So when a person like me say people on the internet incriminating people, please believe me. I'm not just saying that shit. You can go look the shit up. If you know anybody in prison, they'll tell you. There are a lot of dudes that I, in my head, thought that would never walk DC streets again. Not these motherfucking clowns on the internet. There are a lot of dudes, man, that I thought would never. And when they call me, I be like, turn your camera on because this shit is unbelievable. So, drastically and eventually, yeah, pretty much. It's not funny. I don't see it as funny. I don't look at it as amusement. What I look at as amusement is when they say the judge said release them. Or the BOP said move them. I don't give a fuck where you move them to. Move them over here. Move them over there. when you in prison and you in one facility for so long and you in one yard for so long, that shit get boring too. That's just like when you at home and you want to move out of a house or an apartment. You want to do something new, see something new. So when you have an inmate that's being traveled, I had to explain that to my son. Hold on, this fucking hair. My hair want to grow, then it want to, I don't know what the fuck. I'm end up cutting all this shit off and be looking like them girls with no hair in a minute. It should be irritating me. It really does. So when when you are traveling, because I said it before online. When I was traveling, it seemed like it made my time go faster. You know what I'm saying? When you traveling, yeah, you running into different people. You are. Excuse me. You are running into different people, but you are also knocking your time down. You are. You really, really are. So when a person has sat for so long in one space, one area, yeah, especially in prison, yeah, they wanna move. They want to go to another prison, or they want to go to. Sometimes it even goes to the fact it's going to another motherfucking cell. Man, I don't like this cell no more. I want to go to another cell on the top tier. If I'm on the bottom, I want to go to the top tier. If I'm on the top, I want to go to the bottom tier. So yeah, it gets some people, because I had a lot of women that I was locked up with doing 35 and 40 years. So I couldn't go cry tears to them because they looking at me like, bitch, you best to suck that shit up. And the same thing for the niggas. Suck that shit up and do your time and get the fuck out of here. Basically. That's all we can tell you to do. So when I'm looking at them, they comfortable. But they also thinking in their head, one day, I'm going to go home. A lot of them goes home in an iron box. Some of them do make it to the street. There was a lady I was locked up with. She came in there. She was a young lady. And they made her my bunkie for a week. It wasn't nothing wrong with us or whatever, but she needed an accessible cell. Because she was working in the kitchen at Alderson Prison. And whatever she was cleaning with or whatever was where she was, the shit made her blind. Just imagine you come to prison, you young, you got your eyes, you got everything. And when you get 65 years old, you still in prison from when you was 33 years old. And you become blind from being in prison. And these motherfuckers still don't want to let you go. Her family had to fight for her because they tried to say she didn't get blind in prison. Well, where else was she for over 3 decades? Prison, right? Yeah. Her sister had cancer. She fought her case for 4 years. The 5th year, her sister was on her dying bed and they released this lady. I left Alderson, but I kept writing back and forth asking them, did they release her? They released her 2 weeks before her sister passed. Mind you, she going home blind, can't see. Only person she had in her life was her sister, who had eventually became sick. And in Allah's will, when she got out that fucking prison, her sister had made where she found her a facility to go to for the blind people. And this is what I'm saying, when you got good family people, you don't have people, you got to come out to the street and make them your motherfucking family. You got great family structure when you come out of jail for something like that. So she went, when she got home, she went to see her sister. She called the people to come and pick her up. Mind you, she couldn't even get on the fucking plane by herself. She was blind. So the prison had to make accessibility for her. We became bunkies, like I said, but the cell we was in the middle of the unit. And on top of that, my cell wasn't accessible for her. She needed a cell where she could reach and hold on to things. The cell wasn't like that. I did not want her to leave as my walker because I could deal with her. So they moved her to the end cell. I stayed in contact. I went past, if I was working in the kitchen, I bought her stuff from the kitchen every day. It wasn't a day that she missed. She was like, I know Gilmore gonna come in here with something, and I did. And it wasn't been on no punk shit, no disrespectful shit, but I became very fond of her because by her being blind in prison, she ain't want no motherfucking help. None. She felt if she got help, the females in prison would look down on her and try to disrespect her. She ain't want no help. She went to commissary. She learned how to feel and know every damn piece of food she had, every clothes she had and everything. But we all helped because she used to buy a lot of commissary. Like she used to come back with 4 and 5 bags of commissary. So we all used to help her down the hill and all this and all that. So she went to the rehabilitation center, and this is how all our works for people. She went to the rehabilitation center for 2 weeks. Then people told her that wherever she was at in the prison had some type of, whatever the fuck it was in the air. And while she was working in the kitchen, she was working in the dining room, she was working in what they call the preparation room, and she was working back in the bottom of the basement where the furnaces and all that shit was. And I'm thinking that's where it came from, because she used to be down there dusting and cleaning the walls and all that shit. They gave her an eye operation. She is from Arizona. She went back. They gave her, she didn't want to do the operation. She was like, I have been living in prison blind for 20 something years. The fucking prison never tried to help her. They took her out, was taking her. People was like, she blind. Nothing they could do. Let her eyes stay just like that. And didn't give her no medicine, no drops, no nothing. They gave her a fucking walker and a cane and made sure she had accessibility to rooms and shit like that. Showers. They had to build a handicapped shower in there for her and everything. This lady came home. When she went home, I was in Danbury. So her sister was still moving that. She was writing me back and forth, letting me know. She went home and they gave her surgery on her left eye. She said a week or 2 weeks, like a week and a half, she could feel the patch. Because she didn't have patches in prison. She wanted the patch off her eye, and she said it was irritating her real bad. They took her back and examined her eye, and I be goddamn if she ain't see. She gave me the whole run. She said, Gilmore, when I walked in there and they took the patch off, that, you know, they had a bright, when people are blind, they had a bright light on your eyes so they can see inside the cuticles and all that shit. She said, Gilmore, when they took me back there, and she said I could see the lights. Mind you, when she was in prison, we had light. In prison, the light stayed on in your cell or on the bunks. Alderson was a prison that we was all out in the opening. That was a bunk type prison. When you go to the FCIs, that's the camp. When you go to the FCIs and shit, you got cells. So we in Alderson, the light stay on all night. She didn't see the fucking light for over a century. She said when she went in there with the patch, she seen the light, but she thinking the patch is the lights. So she like, when they taking the patch off, she looked right at the lady, and the lady, she told the lady, she said, do you have on, I forgot what color lipstick she said. I think the lady had on purple lipstick or something. And the lady said, yes. She just started screaming and crying. So I'm telling you that, I'm saying that to say the difference of how you're living in prison to how you can live on the street. In prison, if you're sick, you're sick. And I'm hearing all this, okay, well, they released so-and-so on compassionate release because of their health situation, this, that, and that. Fuck that. She got blind in prison and had to fight her case. They didn't If she had put in compassionate release, they told her no. 3 times. They told her no. So when I'm saying to people some shit is missing, please don't misconstrue me. Something is not right and missing like the fuck I said. So she goes and she had an operation on her other eye. And today she can see, and may her sister rest in peace. So it had to take her to leave prison to come to society to get fucking help, the right help for her to see. Or she'd have stayed in prison, she'd have been blind and died in it. Blind. So when you going out here and you fucking with people paperwork, and you fucking with people on the internet, and you're trying to incriminate them and do this and do this, you have no idea of what these people can really do when they come out here. When they come out here, they ain't on no bullshit. They not gonna be on no fucking internet running their mouth. They not touching this shit. And people will only know, man, there's a lot of men who are home. These niggas don't know they had the slightest clue. And they ain't touching this motherfucking internet. They feel the same way I do. This shit is for the federales. And every time a story is given, you're telling out shit about people. And so people gonna fire back at me. Okay, so what do Odin do? He does the same thing, but he's not doing it. Yes, if they shut the fuck up. And I'm trying to get there. A hell of a chance. So what does Odin do? He does some of the same stuff, but he's not talking about people that he directly knows. He's not trying to throw people under the bus that he fucking directly knows. He's not telling nobody's business that he directly knows. He's telling stories. Those men that he tells stories, and he ain't never came across them people a day in his life. He ain't living in a city with them. That's the difference. Then when you have somebody online that actually directly know them, never met them, never seen them physically. Then you had one that seen them physically, was with them. That's a whole lot. That's a fucking whole lot. Man, leave these people alone, man. Leave these people the fuck alone, and I'm not going to stop until it happens. Let them go so they can walk too. That's what they are afraid of. They can walk. Let them walk. Don't send me no motherfucking messages saying he said shit about me. Nothing. Don't send my friends or anybody close to me no fake ass letters. Because I got a good ass handwriter description. And when he looked at that shit, he looked at some of that shit, he was like, yeah, they really got shit fucked up. Keep my fucking son name out your mouth. And if you think the damage is done, it's not, motherfucker. Because he will rise a little bit higher than you think. I don't see why y'all motherfuckers can't go the fuck on about y'all business. I be minding my fucking business. But I'm going to do what I intend to do. And all my life, I've won. And there's no motherfucking way I'm going to lose now. You got one on me. You got my son locked up. Thank you. Because I'm not going to try to make And that's the only thing. That's the only thing. But have no motherfucking clue of how they gonna fuck themselves and be giving it back. And I'm gonna say this because a comment just came on there. People think people are their salary for the internet. I'm gonna put it just like that. Their salary for the internet. And then want to send $50 and $100. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. And I said it before. Don't nobody on the internet really got no true stories on none of these people, man. None of these people. But you gotta watch the play. Watch the play. They don't go over there fucking with certain other people now. Clout chasing like a motherfucker. Clicking and clout chasing. They don't go over there. You gotta watch the play. They don't go over there fucking with other people. But they keep being on this main line over here. X, Y. Because the fucking bridge is going to... I'm going to make this bridge fall down. Allah only knows. I'm going to. I don't get tired until I get it right. This shit is sick. And if you pay attention again, from 2008, 10, the internet started booming. With them people name, a lot of people name, a lot of people name, a lot of people. 2011, they shut the fuck up. That shit was done with. Everybody done said what they had to say, done put their stories out, it was done with. People was moving on to white people, snakes and rattles and all that. All of a sudden, here the wheel turns again, here this shit again. And the shit never stopped. A nigga actually said down, see this, and this is why I'm telling y'all. Watch these motherfuckers who you be around or who you call my man or my girl. Even the bitches doing it. My girl or whatever. The nigga actually sat down. And they about to hear this. Because he inboxed me and was like, why you ain't, go ahead. Because I want that nigga, I want them niggas to say something to me. This nigga actually sat down and had me listen. I ain't never been on a motherfucking messenger and listened to a conversation. I was blown. I ain't even lie. I was fucked up. I was like, am I really? To this nigga graph the shit out. Yeah, put this here. I'm gonna give you this piece of this story right here. You put this out. This what you say to it. This what you say to it. And then I'm gonna break it down. This this what we gonna make out of. We gonna make this much money off the shit right here. And fuck that bitch. She ain't gonna say shit because it's gonna already be out. She ain't gonna have nothing to say. She gonna go and try to copyright the shit, but the shit, I'm on the phone like, what the fuck? And the nigga, he pressing the button because he said he felt me breathing. I was breathing all the shit. I was like, he felt me. He was pressing the button like, stop breathing because the nigga get ready to give us this motherfucker rent. And this nigga on the phone just running his mouth. Don't even know I'm on the phone. Listen to everything he said. Done gave the pages and everything. I said, oh, wow. So when people think that I'm lying or I'm losing my mind or she just putting shit with shit, I wish the fuck I would. I don't have time for that shit. The nigga drew out the map for the nigga. This a piece of the story right here. This, I'm telling. I'm just switch it up a little bit. See, I'm gonna tell you what he said, but just switch it up a little bit. This what you gonna say on it? We're gonna sauce that shit up and make this shit. And I was like, and know what he said? He said, Astoria, I'm not putting this shit out on that, man. He says, that's the only reason why I called you, for you to list. This motherfucker's so dumb, just running the mouth, running his mouth, running his. I'm just like, and I told him, I said, thank you. I said, all I only knows, thank you. He said, so when you say that these is how these people is getting these stories, and this how these people is doing this and doing this and doing that, you right. You're absolutely right. Where the fuck all of a sudden all these different motherfucking pages come from? Got this, got that, got that. Come on. You gotta pay attention. But it's all right, though. It's all right. It's all right with me. It's all right. But I'm just telling you, I love your first name. Thank you. It's all right with me. It's quite all right. And see, I want y'all to think about this. Let me say, can I say his name? Well, I'm not going to say his name. There's a dude from Baltimore. He had five or six life sentences. And he never was really put on the internet, but he was put on the internet. And one of the stories about him, when they took him to court, the prosecutor brought the story up because the person that he did something to while he was in prison, while he caught the charge, they were like, this is what was said online. You can use this in, your defense for him not to get out. So they used the shit. Hey, Gangsta Pain. He had no idea that they were bringing that shit to court, the internet shit, against him. So this is when it really kicked into me, reality. So he said he's sitting in the courtroom, and his lawyer came to him and said, do you know something about the internet? He said, no, my girl be on there, and I heard, they be doing little documentaries or talking about people. And said, lawyer said, so you don't know nothing about this? Man, he said when him and his lawyer, he said the lawyer asked for a continuance so he could take the documentary to him and let him see it. The lawyer went to see him, let him see the documentary on his phone. Man, he flipped the fuck out of there. But the thing about him is, that's not liable for a lot of people. And it's not accessible for a lot of people. Because if they do something like this, that's going to really fuck them up. And people know it. He went to his cell and took a nigga's cell phone and called every motherfucking blogger that was involved. But see, some people, they can't do that. And that's where the line gets fucked up. And if they send a message by a fruit cake, a flunky, to say, man, look, call them people saying that, and the flunky take the message, these motherfuckers think they just not paying the message no attention. Okay. So he said he called them motherfucking bloggers up. And one of the bloggers is on here. When I seen him, I looked through his thing because I wanted to see that he still have him. He ain't got him up there. And told the motherfuckers, let me tell y'all something. I don't fuck what y'all say or how y'all do it. Take that shit down and I'll be out of here in less than 180 days. He went back to court and they gave him his time. They gave him his time back. They took the shit back. But I'm just telling y'all that this shit is serious. And the people that don't, they know it's serious. They know it's serious. They know exactly what they're doing. Because if I'm online talking about you all day long, I know you're going to eventually say to yourself, why does this bitch keep bringing my name up? What's wrong with her? What's the problem? Bitches, you trying to kill me, keep me in jail, burn me up, incriminate me, fuck me over. What are you trying to do? And all that I just said, they fit the whole description. So I had another little blogger to call me. He didn't call me, inbox and said, can I ask you something? I said, what is it? Why don't you want this out? I said, do you know those people? Do you feel that the story is true? Did you ask them, did they do A, Z, and Z, and Z? Did you ask them, was them people where A, B, and C? So how the fuck would you feel if you're in prison and somebody wants to feel like they taking over your life and just tell all this shit? How would you feel? So I battered him down so motherfucking bad, he was like, I ain't doing this shit. I said, don't let me discourage you. Just ask yourself, is you that motherfucking broke that you got to make this dollar that way? Points. What have you accomplished? And the thing you got to ask yourself, you want to be famous and you want to be known. I want to be famous and I want to be known for exactly, ask the source. Yes. I want to be famous under my own motherfucking name. I am. I want to be famous for my own projects that I did for myself. I don't give a fuck if I wrote a letter, a book, a kitchen, a table, moved my hookah lounge, shit like that. I don't want to be famous under nobody else's name. I don't want to be famous because I told a fucking lying-ass story about my life, his life, her life. I don't want to be famous under that shit because at the end of the day, that shit comes to life. If these motherfuckers think them people, not only him, but other people that they done put out, they got some shit on here about the dude Anthony Jones. I'm looking like, this shit has really gone far. Not even his story. Not even close to it. But his motherfucking people, they coming. Because see, it's a catch to that with me and them. Yeah. I was like, so again, I don't want to be famous under that shit. I don't. Motherfuckers, come on. She said that he is the fault. What the fuck is going on? Mind your motherfucking business, man. Seriously. When people ask people to respect them in their space and to respect another person in their space, these motherfuckers are not, they think it's cool. They're not listening. Respect another motherfucker's space, man. If this is the only way you can make some money, then you's a sorry motherfucker. Yeah, mind your business. Because this shit is sad. When I get 60, let's mark 65. I'm not going to be on the internet talking about this shit so my granddaughter could be in her fucking 20s and 30s looking at me like grandma. Really? If I'm on the internet, I'm going to be talking about something positive because I'm going to affect her. And I will never let nobody do that to her. These motherfuckers, like, and then there's a saying, I haven't been, my 9.5 years took a lot from me. But I had a life. Before I went for my 9.5 years, I had a fucking life. No matter what I was doing, writing checks at J.C. Penney, Sears, Gucci, Louis, whatever the fuck I was doing, I had a life. before I went in. So that means when I got out, I still had a life because I done something before I went in there. I didn't smoke drugs, use drugs, none of that shit. I sold them and did what I was supposed to do. But I had a life. So you had a lot of people, they've been to prison, they never had a life. So they come out here, how old? When I got locked up, I was 35. When they went to prison, they either was strung out on drugs, fucked up in the head, life was fucked up, didn't really have nothing, or whatever they was doing. Or they didn't have a fucking life. They was running the street, doing whatever, or they was young and didn't have a life. So now, and I find this to be a lot of people's problems when they come out of prison. And the other dudes that I know that then came out of prison, they had a life. So when you had a life, what you say? You're strong. A lot of people couldn't have made it going through what you went through. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you. So when you do shit like that and you get a chance to come home and breathe, it's like, I gotta relive. I gotta tell this story to amp myself up, to make me look like I'm somebody, when in reality you're no fucking body. You never were. You never had nothing established in DC, no state, no way. You never were nothing. So now you on the come up. This time when I get out of prison, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna sell this, and I got this to do, this. And you ain't doing shit but fucking up everybody else's motherfucking situation and need to get the fuck out the way. You in the way. You are in the motherfucking way, and people are tired. It's fucking sickening. Then you have the dudes who really come out of prison. They done sat in there and said, man, look, when I get out here, I'm going to try to help these youngins. Or when I get out of here, I'm going to try to do something where it's going to get me where I need to be. They mind stronger than this bullshit. You are my internet mommy. I love you, Astoria. No. Thank you, guys. I love you too. You know, if you're not set in your own liberty, or you're not stationed in your own way and your own heart, and you don't have a positive mind, instead of trying to use people to leverage yourself up. I'm not using a motherfucking soul to leverage myself up. As long as I've been on the internet, you have never had me once say, I'm going to make this money off my son, father, and level up. No. That's not my demeanor. He should be walking like everybody else. But all this shit right here, him and other people, they can't walk with this bullshit. And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't give a fuck how a nigga make their money. Stop using everybody else for your motherfucking come up. And that's a fact, a statement of fact. Everybody in the world, you do not have to use other people for your come up. I would never try to use anybody for my come up, because I know how to make money. I know how to get out this bitch and hustle. Legal, illegal, I don't give a fuck which way you want to put it. But when you fuck with my son's motherfucking livelihood, you put me in a different motherfucking space. And I don't give a fuck who you go back and tell. They gonna see me saying it. People out here fucking with people, kids, calling people on the line, talking about your bastard ass sons and shit. Like, you motherfuckers are out of order. And my son has been fucked with all his life, and enough is enough. This is the last motherfucking straw. You can't change shit. You can't bring me back. And it ain't going to reverse psychology with me. This is it. This is where I draw the motherfucking line. So we all gonna bounce together around this motherfucker. Cause when my child hit these bricks, it's over. It's motherfucking over. So have your hoopy lie laugh now, cause you motherfuckers, this the last laugh you're gonna get. Trust me. Cause now I keep saying it, and every time I say it, I be like, let me hold myself, because I know where I'm going. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care. So if you think you're going to back me in a corner, she ain't going to, okay. I'm going to get my day. Planned out very well. Very well. So, y'all, I wanted to address that because I've been quiet. And now I'm going back to being quiet. I have work to do. I have a mission to accomplish. And I'm not going to stop until I give it the fuck I want. It's often when it comes to our children. Exactly. Exactly. Most definitely. So, that's the story of that. So, yes, when I do this magazine, and somebody looked at me, because I graphed it out already, they looked at me and was like, you sure? Do I look like the fuck I'm playing? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm definitely sure. Definitely sure. Positive. So, no, let me jump on this. Because when I get off here, I got to make sure my granddaughter is home. In this world, man, we have a lot of children that are being missing. And I'm starting to see it. I saw it before, but I'm really starting to see it now. They had approximately 34 to 44 young girls missing. I think they're different states or whatever the case may be. Where are these children going? This ain't no Puffy finale. Where are these children? 2 little girls had on house arrest bracelets. That's sad. And the city, the world is not talking about that. But they're on the internet talking about a bunch of shit that don't need to be said. But nobody is talking about these missing girls. They're young girls. They are being said to be billionaires. They're selling them to billionaires. They're selling them shit. That is horrific. Horrific. Nobody know, and you know, in DC they have all these cameras everywhere, so they say they have cameras everywhere. Cause I had to wire my shit up so the next time they come back here, you will be staying. You won't be leaving, trust me. So, you know, they got cameras all over the place. And you mean to tell me that nobody knows where these children are? This is insane. So, you know, we had a little girl years ago, but they found out what happened to her, Relisha Rudd. Yes. Sex trafficking is so real, and I think the government, and I'm thinking so too, Goddess. I'm thinking, because it's no way. It has to be some type of inside job or something going on. It is no way you're going to tell me 34 to 44 girls are missing. Nobody has a clue. Nobody has a clue where these children are. That is sad, man. Parents are losing their kids every day, man. every day. This shit is sad. It's sad. And nobody's we don't hear it on the radio station. I'm gonna call the radio station and ask them, why y'all not talking about these kids? Y'all in on it too? Y'all talk about everything else. Why not talk about these kids? Where are these children? And they're children. None over 25. None under 21. Well, they under 21, not over 21. 2 little girls, they were sisters, I think. Sisters or friends or something. They had on house arrest. How do you go missing with a house arrest bracelet on? That shit, that is ridiculous. It's been bothering me because I'm watching. I'm like, okay, nobody is saying nothing. Tyler Perry, where are you with this one? Shit, Jay-Z and Beyonce, where y'all at with this one? So, check on your kids, man. Check on your teenagers. Make sure they are where they're supposed to be. The phones, you know, I'm not even really too much. I'm trusting them, but I'm not trusting them because heavier dude or multiple people, they can snatch a phone out of a child's hand and they gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking into, especially for my granddaughter is fine, but kids, period. Because I find like I never ever, my mother never did it to me and my sister. Like we never caught the bus and shit to school when we was like 7 and 8 years old. My mother didn't have that. My mother would be late for work or not go to work, but she would take us to school until we got up at age. She didn't start having us to ride the bus till we was like 14, 16 years old. We always had a ride to school. Friend, uncle, niece, whoever, we getting a ride. So I brought my son up the same way. My son never caught the bus to school. So my granddaughter, she just started basically riding the bus in the subway when she got 15, you know what I'm saying? Because her mother, which was true, wanted her to know her own direction of how to get here and get here. And now, you know, she catch the bus and the subway and stuff to her job and to school. But I see these bras, man, they let their kids out. Y'all go ahead, not even walking, man. If your school 3 blocks, get y'all ass up, man, and walk them kids to school. Walk them to school, go get them, bring them back from school. And you ladies, stop always trusting these niggas that you sleep with around your kids. I don't care if it's a girl or a boy. Y'all get too comfortable with these niggas. I've never left my son with no nigga when he was fucking 4 or 5 years old. No. It was times when I wouldn't even get in the fucking shower with the nigga in my house and my son in there. You get ready to leave? Because I'm going to lock my door and then I'm going to peacefully take my shower. Y'all women, you got to tighten up, man. I'm hearing about niggas throwing kids over bridges and shit, raping your daughters and shit while you at work. Don't leave no strange man. I might not even leave him in the house with his own motherfucking father. I don't know. But I'm dead ass serious. Niggas doing shit to their own kids. Like, y'all got to wake up. A piece of meat can be found anywhere. Men, yes, these men are creeps even to young men. Even a young man. Yes. You never know what a person is dealing with psychologically, especially these motherfuckers from prison. You never know what a person is dealing with mentally and psychologically. I'm not leaving, even my friends' kids, I'm not leaving no nigga in no house with them. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all become so vulnerable to these dudes, so vulnerable to men. Till you get used and abused and your kids get fucked around. Like, come on, man. Your children should be a main priority. You never put a fucking man in front of your children. They should be your main priority. My son will tell you, I've lost many boyfriends, many dudes I wouldn't even talk to I've been through a lot of shit with my son because I'm not having that. Motherfucker told me, you be babying him up too much. Thank you. Put your shoes on. You have a nice day. And I never saw that motherfucker again. I don't get caught up on sex. I don't. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's there. But when it's concerning my son, nigga, fuck you and your piece of meat and your rod. See you later. What'd she say? Okay. See you later. Peace out. Fuck out of here. It's been times when I seen females that I know, they will feed it, and that's I don't like that shit. I'm gonna say something, bitch. We don't never gotta be friends again. Feed their motherfucking kids hot dogs and beans, but you getting ready for this nigga to come over here and you giving him steak and potatoes. Bitch, are you crazy? That's their food stamps, not his. Tell that nigga to buy everybody's steak and potatoes in the motherfucking house. I wish I would. I remember I cooked something for a dude one time, and he was sitting to the table eating, and I put my son plate right there. He looked at me, he was like, I know that's right, Astoria, you motherfucking right. You eating, he eating too. And I remember one time I had a dude I was messing with, we went to New York, we went to Atlantic City, we had a fucking van. We was going from town to town that time. We was out, and we ended up in Atlantic City. I think I had $300 and maybe $60 or $70 left out of all the money we done spent, hotel and everything. He done spent all his money, but he had spent all his money. I think he had like $100 left. He maybe had more, $150, $175. So we in Atlantic City. So he want to go play he thinking he can play the machine and win some of his money back. So he went over there. I think he lost $100. He was like, this other little bit of money, I ain't, because we need gas, and you never know, you know what I'm saying, we going back home. He said, Storsha, let me get $100 for you, and he played the guy. I told him who? This motherfucker, because the Jordans then was like $200. They was $200, $300. And if I couldn't write a check and a credit card for him, I had the cash to get them. But my son was getting those motherfucking shoes. He told somebody, Sheen Line. He told somebody before Sheen Line. He was like, Storsha, I mean, if we don't get the shoes, we going back home and we get the money back. I was like, no, nigga, fuck you. If we don't get the shoes here, when we get back, I need this to give my son those shoes. My son getting them shoes. And everybody in the world, they can talk all the shit they want. My son wore nothing but Jordans and Polo. He was the Polo king around this motherfucker, and Jordans. So he was like, and you going with me like that? I said, I'm going to give it back. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. So we get in the car. He like, Storsha, I'm going to give you the money back. I said, look, we might well just go ahead and leave, because I'm not giving you this money. This money is for my son's fucking shoes. And that's what the fuck I mean. And when we got back to D.C., somebody called me and they was like, Storsha, so-and-so got the shoes. I'm going to try to get them to give it to you to a lower price. So he going to say, you getting the shoes for a lower price. You could have gave me the money. I said, still fuck you. Now he going to get shoes and a shirt, or shoes and something. He get two things for one. Simple as that. But you wasn't getting my money to gamble with. That shit go to my son's shoes. I don't give a fuck what I got to do. I done seen bitches sit up here, man, they take their kids' money. He said he gonna go and re-up with your children's welfare check. Bitch, I'm gonna bust you in your mouth. Like, for real, these bitches be off the don't-knows dumb shit. That's crazy to me. I would never, ever. I don't give a fuck if I ain't had no Jordans or I ain't had no new shoes. My son, it was going down. I went one time, a whole motherfucking 3 months without buying me something. I made sure our rent was paid. My son had new clothes on his motherfucking back, and I had a new set of wheels. And I calculated the shit. I was like, damn, I ain't bought me nothing. But when I did buy me something, that shit was piled up. But I'm just saying, people fucked up, man. I see these bitches, they move out and leave. I'm not leaving. I don't care what's going on. My son disrespect me. I gotta sit down and figure out why. But I'm not leaving my son to go with a nigga. I'm not putting my fucking son out for no nigga. They be doing, and then I'll be like, I ain't fucking with her no more. Right. I ain't fucking with her no more. I can't, like, the concept for me, I don't get that shit. Nigga sitting up here, you watching TV all day. Playing a motherfucking game. Nigga, you 40, 50 some years old. You best to go get a motherfucking job. You can play the game after you work. Niggas, and these niggas is doing it. Bitches out here stripping, working 2 or 3 jobs, asking other niggas for money. I think I did that shit one time. I was messing with a nigga and he had no money and I had to go to somebody else and ask. I said, when I went back, I said, you gotta go today. If I had to go to another nigga that I ain't even sleeping with, he just my friend, that asked him for some money, for something, and you sitting in this one, you have to pack your shit. He looking at me talking about, I ain't going no more. With me, please don't tell me you ain't going nowhere, because I'm going to make it happen. You getting the fuck out of my house. Niggas moving your shit. They want to take over shit. They want to own shit and don't want to pay shit. I ain't never been gone off the meat. I'm not gone off my son father. It's just the respect. And I see what the fuck is happening. And I know, like other niggas know, if he was out here, you motherfuckers would be on a stretcher. You wouldn't say his name, say nothing. And my son would not be in anybody's prison. So that's how it is. I'm not with all that going back and forth with no nigga who you fucking, this, that, and the other. Deuces. These motherfuckers haven't even grown up. You got a lot of motherfuckers, man, they come from prison. They haven't matured. All they know is balls. Meat and balls. That's all they've been raised around. That's not an excuse. It's not. Grow the fuck up. You walk around this bitch on the internet like you wearing big balls. Wham. Grow up. People are tired. They've been tired. Tired listening to it. Tired hearing it. It's, the stories and the lies have been just accumulated to bullshit. To real people. Not fake internet people. Real people. You know, and I told somebody, I was like, now they told me they was like, Astoria, you know, if you're not hated on, you must not be doing nothing right. I said, sometimes the fucking hate is so real, it derives you to doing some shit that you never thought you would do. And right now, that's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck. So don't ever think for 1 minute that I'm going to snap out of it. I'm not. I'm not at all. So, y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I gotta call my granddaughter, make sure she okay. I just wanted to run that by y'all. Like, just stick to your guns, man. Watch yourself. Watch your back. This is a dangerous world. Even in the job world. Even in the job world. Motherfucker, see, you come to work every day. You got nice clothes. You look nice. And they feel as though they can't buy them nothing because they got to pay a whole rack of bills. I got bills too around this motherfucker. Ain't nothing for free. Ain't nothing for free. Motherfucker, electric bill be going up high as shit. Sometimes I be sitting back saying to myself, what am I running? Sometimes I don't even cook. So, how is the electric getting this fucking hard? Water bill. You know, and I had to find out from somebody the other day because, you know, people call me and ask me things. I try to help them on call. Baby, the little girl called, she said, Mrs. Storsha, do you know where I could get my energy bill paid from? Because she was laid off from her job. She had 2 jobs. The job she was laid off from is the job that she used to pay all her bills. So you know me, I get on Google. I'm like, let me see. I said, I think DC Energy paid, honey. We on the phone together calling DC Energy. The motherfuckers was giving who? There's no more DC Energy. There's no more funds. I thought the lady was playing. So I told her, I said, meet me. I told her where to meet me at. So we go in the place. The lady said, whoever you was talking to on the phone was serious. There's no more DC Energy. There's no more help for light, gas, and water. But for light, they don't pay, they don't pay water. They just pay your light and your gas. I said, well, kiss my ass. So she was like, so what I got to do? So the lady told her what you got to do. So she showed her. She said, can you afford to put this much down on your bill? If you can put that much down, or just a little bit of that, and I can put you in the system as doing a payment plan. I said, okay. To keep her from not getting her shit cut. So I'm letting y'all know they ain't got no motherfucking assistance. DC was the toppest state that you could get assistance. They done fucked all that up. So, it's the world we live in. So I'm telling y'all, like, watch your area. Watch people closely. If you haven't been around me for over, I done took it far, 10, 15 years, I don't fuck with you and I don't trust you. And I'm going to keep that real. I don't. But I know who my friends are. My friends are my friends.
Hello, Moto.
You got people out here, man. They look at what you have. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man. These motherfuckers will set you up just to take the little you have to the little that you really have.
Hello, Moto.
So you really have nothing. I don't trust nobody. If you have not been in my life, I don't fucking trust you. I don't. So for saying that, I be watching. You gotta watch. I know niggas done went in bitches. And these motherfuckers is no niggas, man, that have seriously went in females' pocketbooks, man, and took their wallets. Used up the girl credit card, spent up a month, do whatever. Watch yourself with these people. Learn your clique. These niggas that's hanging around each other, they not loyal to each other. It's just a word to say. Motherfuckers would never know loyalty, trust, and this, that, and the other. They're not loyal niggas at all. They're not trustworthy at all. At all. I mean, zip ditto. Watch people, man. You see a lot of niggas now, they look at bras. Let me see. She doing this, she doing that. I can get in. I'm the type bitch. Once I know you coming at me like that, I've played broke all the way along. Well, look, I ain't got nothing. And as soon as I get the fuck away from your ass, I'm sky back on my feet. If I'm going to help you, but you ain't going to come to me looking for the motherfucking help. Or you ain't going to come to me on a note that you know I'm just going after her because I want her to help me. No, sir. I done lived on this earth long enough to see when that shit coming. And I'm blocking it. I don't give a fuck about no sex. That shit is an understatement to me. These bitches be falling in love. Oh, he this, oh, Lord, this. Bitch, please. How you gonna survive? That what you need to work. What's your survival mode? And niggas be doing it too. Oh, she gave me bomb head. She ain't going nowhere. Now your monkey ass walking around. You drained out your pocket. The bitch living with you. Just all type of crazy shit. Like, make it make sense. Because that shit don't be making sense to me. It just does not make sense to me. Bitches be thinking that. Oh, I'm going to get him some bomb head. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Okay, and after you do all that, how y'all living? I done seen niggas go out their way. Buying bitches shit, getting bitches shit. She sleeping with you. And she done went over here to buckwheat and some motherfucking body that ain't got shit. Buckwheat got on dirty socks and all that. But you around this motherfucker trying to put on your best outfit. This bitch ghetto as shit. I'm keeping it real. I done seen it. And I'm looking like, so it worked both ways, man. But you got to keep your sanity with these motherfuckers. Niggas be looking at me, they like a store. One nigga called my name in the party. I plainly heard him. And I walked right past. And then he was like, doing this like, damn, I called her name out. Yeah, you did, and I heard you. Nigga, fuck you. And that's just how I feel about it. I hate suckers. I can't stand them. And what I mean by the suckers, a nigga that be doing too motherfucking much. Always want to be seen, known, and heard for the wrong reasons. Rats and suckers. I hate that shit. That shit burns my skin. Just be smooth and cool and get the fuck on. These niggas be whining. Doing all type of bitch shit. Motherfuckers living in places they can't even pay for. Can't pay no rent. So you want to get a rent man $100 when the motherfucking rent man is charged $1,600. Make it make sense. Motherfuckers in belly feed themselves out this bitch. It's wild. Be aware. That go for the ladies and the gents. I done seen bitches roll on niggas. And what I mean roll them, nigga, you sitting up here, you so pressed to impress the bitch. I got a bank account. This how much money I got in my bank account. I got credit cards. I drive this nice car. By the time you finish getting your little Johnson watered down, cause she done did whatever she done did, bitch nigga, you broke your shit around this motherfucker looking stupid. All cause you want to impress a bitch. The impressing shit is over with. I done seen niggas use niggas. These niggas running on the internet now trying to get, what is it called? GoFundMes and shit. Using people GoFundMes to live off of. When a dude sent that shit to me, I looked at him. I was like, this shit cannot be for real. He said, Astocia, do not underestimate. Don't never underestimate. He said, niggas is sitting up here running GoFundMes, man, to live off. This shit is wild, man. It is wild. I done seen niggas run game on bitch. This is my barbershop. Bitch, never go ask the nigga. Never go find out if this the nigga barbershop. You done moved the nigga in your shit and he ain't got shit. And he looking like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. Pop your shit. Nigga, I ain't going nowhere. Bitch, I ain't going nowhere. You done moved this nigga in your shit. This nigga ain't got shit. What barbershop he on? You ain't never go to check that shit out. Cause you bitches be thinking you on to something. And ain't on to nothing. Not even a fucking loaf of bread. That shit be embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. It's not even funny. It's embarrassing. Nigga asked me, what? This is what I got. And I'm not even telling nigga everything I got. What the fuck is you bringing to the table? Can we meet at the table all at the same time? Or which one of us meeting halfway? I'm not doing all of that. Everybody want to fall in love. Fuck that. You know how old I am? That shit behind me. Maybe I'll get there, maybe I won't. I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to live. And everything that I want out of my life, I'm going to have it. And I'm going to live well. Motherfuckers all in your business. Oh, she driving this, she driving this. That's my shit, paid for. I don't give a fuck if it's old, new, or true. It's mine. Because you can't do the same. I'm not going out here driving no motherfucking rental cars. Unless I need them when I go out of town. I'm not going to, what's this other shit they got? They got some other shit. I can't think of the name right now. where everybody went on there and getting the fucking car, getting the cars off of there. They give you nice cars though. They got Maseratis, Benzes, Bugattis, all type of shit on it. I forgot the website. They going there driving all that shit, paying them people daily for that shit. By the time you add all that money up, if you right here scamming and shit, you should scam enough to buy your own shit. Cause that's what I do. I drove a motherfucking U-Haul truck for 8 years. And everybody in town that know me know I did. And I ain't ashamed about it. My son went to school every day in a fucking U-Haul. Until my brother was like, wait a minute. This bitch lunching. And from then on, he gave me my cars. But from that point, oh, he said, yeah, Turo. She right, Turo. Turo app. So, you know, it's where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Motherfuckers worried about what you got on, how you dress, how you... I'm not worried about a motherfucking person. I got so many clothes in here, I could start a rummage yard sale in this bitch, and I'm about to. Because some of this shit is old, it got to go, and I can't fit it. I ain't ashamed. And I'll just add on, keep on going. That's what you do. You got motherfuckers can't even buy them a pair of shoes. They wearing dirty shoes and all that, and talking about people. And on the internet talking shit. Fucked up. My tennis shoes, if something go wrong, or if my feet sweating and I smell a little something, they go in the wash. If the wash don't work, they go in the trash. Buy another pair. Motherfuckers walking around with dirty shoes on the shit thinking they like that. Get the fuck out of here. Living with people. And these niggas are famous for that. Niggas don't have shit in their name. That shit is sad. They can talk about my son all the fuck they want. That shit is in his name. Because his mother made it so. That's his motherfucking shit. And he gonna have it when he come back. That shit is in his name. At fucking 35 years old. He had that shit since he was fucking 17, 18. Fuck you playing with. That's his shit. Simple as that. Niggas ain't even got a fucking tomato in their name. Niggas around here living with people and you think you doing something. Motherfuckers gotta live pillar to post. Asking other people to help you. Help me take this plane ride. Help me get this car over here. Help me do it. I need help. Can you help me? Asking people for help under the table and you think you doing something. You ain't doing shit, you bum ass nigga. You's a fucking bum. And the shit is real. Shit is crazy, man. Niggas can't stand on their own. Fucking men supposed to stand on your own. But this other set of jail niggas that's gotten out, yeah, they want time. They want time. They ain't gonna show their face until it's time. But from what I know, they up on time. They live a lot of jail niggas. They live by old jail laws and old street codes, and that's how the fuck it's supposed to be. Real men don't talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. There's no fucking stories to tell about another nigga. If you want to tell your story, fine. Don't throw them people in that shit. That's not their shit. You making a motherfucker get a whole conspiracy charge with you. Because you want to be highlighted to be known. And known for what? You still ain't known. You known for what they know you for. So ain't nothing changed. What changed? The date, the time, and the place. That's all. Anything else, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So, as I said, and I said again, I'll be on Mustafa's and them, Mustafa, DC Decades, and their podcast. Must be by what you say? By snitching, talking about others. Yeah, by snitching, talk about yourself. Dry snitch, yo. She said dry snitching, talk about yourself. Exactly, because that's all the fuck they doing is dry snitching. And for her saying that, let me enlighten y'all. Even me. Even me. The feds watch the internet. It's no certain person. It's no disguise. The feds watch the internet. So when people are saying this and saying that, they go and they look that shit up. You made their job easy. That's why a lot of the dudes that came out of jail, they was like, I'm not getting on that shit. I let nobody interview who? What the fuck is an interview? Am I getting millions for doing this interview? You want to interview me and want me to run my mouth and say something so you can get likes and views and your shows can go up? You get the fuck out of my face. The niggas told another nigga that. Get the fuck out of my face. And I get on it. This shit is for the feds. They get on this motherfucker. They ain't even got the clock in. They be in. Stay on the motherfucker all day long and just let the page run. Trust me, they got everybody page in America. Ain't shit hidden. Nothing. They had a dude on here. I forgot his name. Y'all might have seen it. This motherfucker went and did a reel about him having all that weed in his house. He wanted somebody, yeah, I got this and putting it in what you call little spots and shit. This gonna be called something. This gonna be called Hazel something. This gonna be called something. This nigga had a table full of motherfucking weed, and I don't know who was hating on him. She said, "Yep, you seen it." I don't know who was hating on him, but while he expressing to the camera about the weed, the motherfucking feds was banging on the door. Banging on the door. When I seen that shit, I said, "Oh, it's over." It is over. Locked his ass up right online. So that should have been enough to show y'all right there. The feds is watching. They're watching. They know exactly point A to point B to point C to point D. The feds is so vicious, they'll tell you who a rat is. They don't give a fuck. You did. She said, I saw that video. They don't care. Because one thing about the feds, and I'm going to tell you what a dude told me. Once they get what they need from you, you ain't shit to them but a fucking rat. You's a snitch. They'll tell you in your face. You snitching rat motherfucker, go ahead about your business. The dude said, because I asked him, I said, did you tell on these people? It was certain dudes I know from Capers. You right. They will tell you who told on you. Yeah, they gonna tell you. So he was like, I seen him at the gas station. And I ain't gonna lie, I was pressed because was hearing it and hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. And I kept saying, I know I'm gonna see this motherfucker, because they kept saying, Storsha, we think he moved to another state because he working with the feds. And I kept telling them, y'all lying, man. This man ain't doing that shit. He not built like that. He wouldn't do that. They was like, Storsha, you don't never believe shit until it's right in your face. The nigga working with the feds. I seen him. It was hot as shit outside. It wasn't this summer, like 3 summers ago. Hot as shit outside, man. I got the fuck out of my car. I was like, Stone, where you been? So he went to give me a hug. I said, let me find out what's going on first. So he said, I said, look, I'm gonna cut it dry because this has been on my mind. I've been looking for you. I said, man, you working with you told them people, man. Did you tell them people? Tears start rolling out his eyes. I swear on Allah. I said, oh my fucking God. He said, Storsha, they was talking about giving me 3 licenses. I said, I don't give a fuck. You should have had 90. Fuck you talking about? You was with them people doing all that shit. Why you do that? So we got to talking. He breaking down. Storsha, I shouldn't even did that shit. That shit was fucked up. But he sends the dude's money. I don't give a fuck about that. They ain't on the street. He said, Storsha, one thing about them Fed people. He said, man, the way they talked it to me after I told him I was going to help them. He said, I felt low as shit. I felt like a dirty ass dog. I felt like every rat they called me. He said, them people told him, get your rat ass in here. And you better tell us every motherfucking thing you said you was going to tell us. Because if you don't, we going to throw your rat ass in that cage, throw you in there with them, and let them get you. You ain't nothing. You's a snitch. Can't hold your water. You scared. You don't want to go. See, them people talk so dirty to him. He went on and wrote what he had to write. He was like, can I go? They was like, nah, sit right here, rat, until we finish. So I know they did Rayful and all them the same way. The other rat that's there, they did them the same way. He said, they do not, them people, to be honest about the whole situation, they hate a rat more than they hate a person that they locking up. You done did their job for them just because you want to be free. Make it make sense. If you want to be free, stay out of other people's lane, man. Mind your business. This right here, without somebody fake page, mind your business. Stay out of other people's lane, man. The feds told me who told on me, so I know you. And they told me the same thing. They brought a list in there and said, these are the people right here that been calling, telling on you, Astoria, for over 20-some years. And I told them, thank you. They most definitely do, Gangster Pain. They're going to tell you. So it's no hiding. People talking about, oh, they pay the rats and that other broad. Yeah, it's mighty funny. Her daughter was in some down southwest where the people died. These people lost their lives smoking something that she gave them. They showed me pictures and the names. You right. And her daughter is free, and this boy got 20 years. The daughter boyfriend. Make it make sense. I ain't even that devilish. I'm not. I got in a charge with somebody before. And I told her, because my record was way worse than hers. I said, these people going to keep me. They might let you go. But they ended up keeping both of us. But I told her, I said, I'm going to have to take this 5 years. This is before I went to prison about my own charge. I had a gun charge with somebody. And I told her, telling for 20 years is exactly. Somebody is telling for 20 years. Yeah, people do that. But this girl, her boyfriend got 20 years. He got 20 years. She was over to jail for like 3 years, and now she's gone home. That one was online talking all this from Southwest. Now, how your daughter get out, and this dude is locked up for 20 years? That's not right. That's not right. That is not right, and she's out. Protect the custody, wherever they took her. She's out. And this dude is in jail for 20 years. He done took all the murders and everything. Now it'd be something different if he walked in there and said, let her go, and I'm going to take the charge. Because that was done to me before. May he rest in peace, by Lord Al from 18th and D. We was in the car together, and he left the gun in there. I didn't know that the gun was, and it was under the passenger seat. So I drives off to go to the gas station, going through, and then on my way back to 18th and D, the police pulled me over. That was my first gun charge. And my brother Rico was going off. He was like, Al, you going to go to, but he had already said it. He said, I'm not going to let Storsha take that charge. I didn't know they were saying it. Storsha was down 3rd District going to court. I was like, child. So I get in there, and they were there. And he walked up there, and he told him, he said, Your Honor, can you please let her go? Because that gun wasn't her gun. That gun was my gun. I got out of the car. He told him what happened. So it happened to me. So I know it can be done. I don't know if it can be done that way all the time, but it can be done. So if the dude would have walked in there and told that her daughter didn't have nothing to do with it and release her, that's a different story for me. No, he did not do that. They took and caught the charge together. They was on the news together, her name and his name. How is it that she was over the jail on, well, she was on some type of commissioner's thing? You know, she did a lot over the jail to help her sentencing, but she still should have got sentenced. He got 20. That's somebody's son. I don't care how old he is. I don't care how dumb he was, thought he was using a young girl. His life, he got 20 years. And she's gone home. The feds, wherever she is, she's not in jail. She's not in jail anymore. I have a problem with that. Because if you're going to snitch, then snitch your ass on and commit your own crime. Don't wait till you get with somebody and then, oh, I can't do this time. I ain't got nobody to send me no money. I ain't got no help. You should have thought about that before you ran the race. I tell them little young girls all the time. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, if you going over to jail to see a nigga and he tell you to bring some drugs over there, you need to go ahead and in that right there. Because I'm not caring for nobody. I'm caring for if I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it for myself. So when I was bringing my bricks, I was telling them, if I get caught, I'm going to have to take this time because I choose to do this. I ain't letting no nigga entice me to bring them shit. You want something, tell somebody else to bring. 2 little girls, OG done got caught. One she had, and these little girls, oh, how dare you put drugs in your baby pamper to take it to a nigga over to jail? I don't know who's raising these little bitches, but y'all need to get y'all kids. Like, seriously, this is too much. This is too much. These little dudes has nothing on their mind. They could care less about you. All they know is they trying to get high or trying to get them some money while they in jail. You ain't got the money, so help me out. Bring me something to let me make some money. Not me. Not in my lifetime, in my young days. I wish a nigga would. What? Bring you what? Okay. I'm going to bring you something. Your ass going to be sitting right here waiting to do your time. That's what's going to bring you. Bring you prayers, honey. Because I ain't bringing you nothing in these people's place. But this generation is just, it's just turned upside down. Not using the baby trafficking drug. Yes. Yes. And when I heard it, I'm glad I wasn't there to see it. Because I probably would have slapped her. I probably would have slapped her up and down in people's prison. For real. For real. You don't do stuff like that, man. You don't. When these young dudes are in prison or men, period, you don't make yourself vulnerable to stuff like that. You don't do that. You be a better woman than that. If they need somebody to do that, then leave them alone. Leave them alone. That's how I be telling people. They be looking at me like, you is just cold-hearted. You don't have no feeling. I don't. Nigga, do you got $1 million? Well, if you ain't got $1 million, why I need a feeling? Make it make sense. I don't. Niggas be looking at me like, damn, what? This is who I am. I ain't with all of that. I'm not with all of that. Nigga, we dealing with each other. Never broad calling you. Okay, peace out. I'm not going through all that. I don't want to deal with her. She don't want to. Look, I got a 30-something-year-old child I got to worry about. I ain't got time for this grown man child shit. Where is people common sense? Now, they don't, it's none. It's none. And it's sad. It's not funny. It's sad. It's sad. This is this little girl I work with. I had to tell her the other day, like, let me tell you something. It's 100 degrees outside. You catching the bus to go see who? I'm going to see my friend. He just told me he work a job, right? Tell the nigga send you an Uber to leave here to go see him and to come back. She looking at me talking about, you know what, Miss Gilmore, I never thought about that. I said, you gonna pass the fuck out there in that sun talking about you gonna, if I don't got no wheels, I'm not gonna see that nigga. You want to see me, you make your way. Like, I just don't, and these young girls, man, I don't get it. I'm looking like, what is wrong with y'all? I done seen them take their food stamps and go in the Safeway and you buy nothing but meats. You ain't bought no cereal, no milk, no juice. You got 3 kids. That's all they gonna eat is meat? But nah, he said he gonna cook. Cook what? Why is he, what you say? If he got you catching the bus, that's a red flag off the top. I said, what's wrong with him? Don't he got an ID? Why he don't go up there and get his own pack of food stamps? Because I be confused. Then get him a set too. Then I heard a nigga tell a girl, we buying all this stuff in the house. If you buy my food, you can buy my food stamps from me. And if you buy my food stamps from me, then I'll have money for gas. And I was in, she was like, can you just move? I was in devastation mode. I was like, did this nigga just tell you to buy his food stamps from him and y'all live in the house together? So how y'all gonna eat? I'm trying to figure out work. I'll be disturbed. I'll be like, y'all is fucking crazy. What you say? The self-esteem and morals is low in young women. Yes. I looked at her. I said, because she said a store should. He just told me to buy his food stuff. I said, I swear, I did not call her no names. I had to hold it. I said, did this nigga just tell you to buy his food stamps from him so he can have gas and stuff? What in I'm confused. I am confused. I have never in my life ever had a dude to ask me for nothing in that era. Like, I've had dudes to say extortion. I'll fill your, that's the type of shit I'm gonna fill your refrigerator up. I'm gonna fill your gas tank up. And when I don't get that from a dude, what are we doing? You gotta go. Fuck that shit. It's no if, and buts about it. Like, for real. Seriously, because at the end of the day, what she say? Some shit in common sense. Yes, common sense. At the end of the day, frankly speaking, I can do it on my own. But if you man enough, you got your man mentality to say you want to do that and put that and do, then okay, that's cool. But I get in the car with a motherfucker, he don't get out to pump the gas, I get mad. I be like, what? Oh, yeah. This is a different one right here. He gotta go. I be on something different. He gotta go. You pull up to the gas station, because I'm used to pulling up to the gas station. Niggas say, I'm gonna fill your tank up. Not just today because we out. That's all the time. You understand what I'm saying? They get these niggas that want to do it for 1 week or 1 month or for 6 months. And then a nigga come back and you looking at you like, oh, I did that when we first went together, when we first started. Huh? Huh? So, I send you ladies prayers. I even send the men prayers because I done seen dudes. Like I said, I done seen a lot of dudes. They go out their way for certain bras and they get curried. And it just be sad. It don't be funny. It does not be funny. It's a sad situation. So I have seen the switch, but the majority of the time, it's the bras getting curried. They deal with men who can't even feed them, yes. And then y'all got a thing with y'all. My weight go up and down, just like, I wasn't stressed by my son going to prison. I was mad, and I still am. I was very mad and disgusted. So that became me eating, you know what I'm saying, late night and snacks and shit. You females, you get comfortable with your mate, your boyfriend or whatever, and you get to eating or snacking or whatever you're doing, and your weight start gaining. Then you got these niggas that be like, she used to look good, she don't look good no more, she all fat, you need to go lose weight, this, that. You ladies gotta stay on point, man. You gotta stay on point, and then when a nigga get disrespectful with you like that, tell him, okay, well, I'm gonna take my fat ass and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get myself together, but in the process of me doing that, you can move on over and get out of my life. Because there should never be a man that disrespect you in that way just because you gained a little bit of weight because you were with him and, you know, you were skinny when you was with him or good size with him. And by you being that way, now you're overweight or whatever and he's disrespecting. Oh, that's why I sleep with so-and-so because she got a better shape than you and this, that, and that. Ladies, learn to respect yourself and put that shit in perspective and tell them, okay, you're right, I did get a little big. So since I got a little big and you got a problem with me being big, pack your things and leave. Or if you're living with him, pack your stuff and leave. Don't ever let a man belittle you because of your weight or your size or none of that. Don't ever let a man do that. Not no man, nobody. Don't ever let, and see, people don't understand when you put a person in a bracket of the low esteem situation, it could be a lot of things go wrong. There could be a lot of things go wrong. Nigga try to say I stalked him. I wasn't stalking him. I did what I did to him because I told that motherfucker, you not going to disrespect me. And what he do now, Astocia, how you doing? Yeah, you was right. Nigga, I don't want to talk to you. Please don't ever dial my number again. My thing is respect. When you disrespect me, I be going to 1,000. I'm serious. I am serious. I will go to 1,000. So some niggas, I just be like, you know what? This is a waste of time. See you later. Because I know my attitude. Like I said, I done put niggas out on bridges. I done carry niggas, like for real. That disrespect shit, I can't take it. I cannot. I cannot. And I don't like being in a relationship with somebody and I gotta go back and forth. There's only one bitch in here wearing Vickies. Yours should say Joe Boxer, whatever the fuck you want to wear. Calvin Klein, Gucci, Louis, men, boxers. That's what it should say. There's only one bitch in here wearing Vickies. I can't do it. I be seeing these bras be going back and these niggas, they be thinking it's cute. Going back and forth with a woman, calling her all these names. That shit ain't cute. And then you got these niggas that sit there and watch it and you still hanging around a nigga like that. Come on, man. That let me know a lot about you. Even when the rat shit, you know these niggas is rats, but y'all still grinning with them hanging around them. You are what you hang with. You become what your flaws become. Simple as that. That's been the rule to it for years, and it's still a rule. So like I said, a lot of dudes today that are coming home from prison, they are living by the old street code. They are living by old laws. And that's what they're supposed to do. This new shit is not true shit. It's busted, it's fucked up, and it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Like, I sent you a message. I need you. Okay, I seen it come on a thing. I had said, okay, I got you. So it's unacceptable. So I'm just saying, you know, like people in general. Let me cap this up and I'm gone. If you have people in prison, man, do not give their paperwork to people who's talking about, I'm going to help them out. I can do this. I can send it to my man. I can get my man to help them out. Or I know how I can calculate this. Just hold on to, you make their prison papers a treasure, man. Because that's all their information. That's their case. These niggas are rotting out this motherfucker. They doing whatever not to help an inmate, but to incriminate them or to use them to make money off them. Hold on to your people shit, man. Get real help. Get real help. Don't let these niggas come to you talking about, I know so-and-so. Don't do it. And I'm helping a lot of dudes now. I'm retracting their paperwork because we find this shit, man. People terrible, man. But when karma strike, it's going to take your ass out of here. Trust me, it is. Ladies, stay on your game. Stay on your game. Don't fall off your game. Stay on your game. I don't give a fuck if you got to go to Walmart and buy clothes. You got clothes on your back. Seriously. Stay on your game. Don't let these niggas knock you off your square. I'm not getting knocked off my square. Ever. It has done nothing to me but made me strive stronger and be the most angriest, hateful, deceitful, connivingest bitch I've ever been in my life. Because I am going hard. Every day I wake up, I'm going hard. I have a mission. And my mission is going to be accomplished. I'm going to get what I want. Gentlemen, make peace with yourself, man. Be men. Stop gossiping. Stop running around this motherfucker letting niggas do what they shouldn't be doing, and you know they shouldn't be doing it as a man. Stop worrying about the motherfucking internet because you can go to jail with them. Because at the end of the day, that's where they're going. Or somebody gonna put them somewhere they should have been a long time ago. The internet is fucking serious. And the feds are watching every day. And they are making their jobs easier with the stories. And the bad part about it is, the majority, if not all of the stories are nothing but fucking fabricated lies to enhance the person, to make them look good out here. Make them feel like there's somebody in society or there's somebody that got some leverage to something. And it's bullshit. So on that note, peace. And may blessings become to all of you. And for me, I'm not going to entertain it, y'all. I know what I got to do and I know what I want to do. So, trust me. Even if it looked like I'm not thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. And so, my son got some stuff coming up. I won't say it because every time I say something or I put something out for my son, we got another motherfucker go do the same thing. But all this shit is about to get checked and stamped because please stop. Get the fuck on. Spread your wings somewhere else. Flossy the shit somewhere else. But please remember, when my son rise out this bitch, it's over. So good night, y'all. I got you, Gangsta Pain. I'm about to hit you up now.